guys got to see this shit. The cops literally surrendered in France today. Like, the riots just took it to another level of craziness. Show support to France. Everybody drop damn heart. Smash that heart. Just smash it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Y'all stay blessed. Be safe out there. Take care. Peace out.
Get the fuck off the stage!
You guys got to see this shit. The cops literally surrendered in France today. Like, the riots just took it to another level of craziness. Show support to France. Everybody drop damn heart. Smash that heart. Just smash it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Y'all stay blessed. Be safe out there. Take care. Peace out.
Get the fuck off the stage! What are you doing?
Oh.
Yo, my bad. Oh my god, I forgot!
Silliness. Shalom, shalom, Yashar Allah. We'll start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ra Kadash, which in the Petty Huber tongues, creating as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to Apostle Elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your sister and brothers living this truth, and shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, as we just seen from that clip that the Barak Shahan sent me, it shows that the French police are surrendering based on the riots that are going down in France. Now, I was scrolling through the comments on that clip, and it looks staged to me. It looks very, very staged to me. So let me know what you think, y'all, in the comment section. It looks staged. Somebody said that was an old clip, so nonetheless, that's up for debate. Now, what we do know is that the rioting going on in France, if they continue to riot the way they're rioting, the police eventually is going to surrender. These people don't get paid enough. A lot of them probably, getting injuries, all kinds of stuff. They got family they got to defend. And if it continues the way it's been going, I can see the police surrendering. And that's exactly what the elites want. Because when the police surrenders, the elites are going to call up the UN peacekeeper troops to establish order. That's what they call peacekeepers. Right now, France is out of order. France is rioting. They're going crazy in France. They're looting. They're destroying all the businesses. They're, hurting people, that's on the police force. And it looks like they can't get a hold of their country. And I feel like it's looking like a psyop, like all that was staged. I was talking about Babylon the Great America has something to do with that, which I feel like he might be right. Because it just seems very odd that this is going on at this certain time. And what's going to happen if this continues they continue to riot and create that civil unrest, that sedition among men, the UN troops are going to get called up. When the UN troops come in, they're not going to play no games, man. They're going to do a military lockdown. The country going to go on lockdown militarily. They're going to put a boot in Keisha's mouth if she get to, talking too much. They're going to be gun button. It's going to be real ruthless. They're going to get the order to delete people on contact if they don't do what they say do. If you're outside your house and they say get in the house, they're going to have the ability to, act with hostile intent, which means to, bust their guns. So let's go. First thing that happens, it's going to be this right here. When that happens, it's going to be second address 15 and 17. A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able. Like I said, it's going to go on lockdown. They're going to tell you to shelter in place. If you get caught after, a certain time, the curfew, they probably going to shoot you on sight. That's how vicious is going to get in France right now. So France is now the test program, the pilot on how they're going to do the whole world. Like the people rebel. See, right now, Esau does everything by a test, Yashar. They always want to test something. So now that what I've seen what they want to do, they want to test the ability of the UN troops that they've been, training up. Can these UN troops go to a country and establish order? They want to see if that's possible. And they got to test it in France first, because the hardest one to be contained and put under control is going to be Babylon the Great, America. This is going to be the hardest place to put on a severe lockdown, because these people, they're not going to be busting firecrackers over here in America. They're going to be busting guns. So if France's police is surrendering, you best believe American police going to surrender out the gate. I don't see them even trying to attempt to attack the American people. They're going to be like, man, call in the big guns, call in the UN troops, because I'm not about to be dealing with this. I don't get paid that much. I'm not about to get shot by Jimbo and Billy Bob. No. So these UN troops are going to be activated, if all these events that we're seeing is true. And then check it out. It's so spiritual. As I'm seeing this event unfold out, I go to the brothers page and check it out. It says the UN demands infinite emergency powers in event of complex global shocks. What's going on in France right now? That's a global shock. They're riding really, really hard. I'm talking about tearing up all the businesses. Like, if that president, Emmanuel Macron, doesn't do something soon, he's going to lose his country. And we already know what movie he got to make. We already know what movie he's going to make. Us that's paying attention, he's going to call up the UN, and they're going to bring in their UN troops. See, this is why they're doing this. This is all orchestrated. So I'm going to watch. I recommend y'all watch this lesson too. I'm about to watch the brother's page. Man, he's very diligent. He be on it. So I'm going to watch this lesson. But I found out, like, man, this lesson popped up in my news feed as I was cooking this lesson up. And I'm like, man, it's all coming together. I'm like, man, call her Lord Yahweh Shah, because this thing is coming together the way he wrote it up. Like, you need to see Esau's moves. Like, Esau's not slick at all. Like, dude, you've been exposed. So as we get it, we relay it to the nation, let you know, like, times is about to get rough. It's about to get real rough. This dragon, which goes into Esau and his system, he about to come down with great wrath, because he knows his time is short. He sees that he's losing the control, the narrative. He no longer controls the narrative of the Bible no more. That's now in the hands of the prophets. Like, everybody, I got Edomites tuning in, listening, to my lessons. So this thing is getting serious. We getting to a critical phase. People are starting to look, realize what's going on. That's why they're riding in France. They know who the elites are. They know what's happening. So they like, nah, we ain't going to comply. So they out there with firecrackers, and they just busting at everybody, busting the police. And so now Esau like, man, I kind of wanted this to happen. So now let's see what these UN troops is talking about. So now keep an eye on France, Yasharala, because I believe through the spirit they're going to bring in UN troops. And another thing they're about to do in France, they're about to do a internet blackout, a social media blackout. They're going to cut the internet off. I'm hearing that. See, that's another reason they're going to send in UN troops. They're talking about cutting the internet off in France, because they're talking through the internet, and that's how the riots are spread. And I'm like, really, that's a blackout. That's a media blackout. And so they're going to black it out. We can't see what the UN troops is doing to them over there. They don't want you to see, because they're about to get vicious. Esau, them UN troops going to come in. They're going to get them orders. Hey, if they don't comply, drop them on contact. Light them up. Either they go in their house and sit their butts down. If they want to run out here and bust firecrackers, act a fool, lay them out. They don't want us to see that. They about to do some mass death. That's what's about to happen over there in France if they continue with these plans that they about to roll out. They're also talking about a media blackout. Why? Because the UN troops is coming. And see what else I got pulled up. Because Barak Shahan, he was telling me and showing me right there. The UN troops, when they come in, because you got to have a bad spirit on you when you want to commit murder, like, for fun. That's what UN troops signed up for. So a lot of times UN troops will go in, they commit acts of sexual abuse to the people. They're about to do that. So check it out. It says, some of the personnel of the United Nations peacekeeping are accused of committing sexual abuse in general and of the child sexual abuse in particular. So they're trying to come in and mess with children, man. They're about to ravish children, women. All the jakes in France been scoffing, talking noise, ain't no judgment happen, ain't nothing about to happen. Man, them UN troops touched down it is not going to be nothing nice, man. They're going to come in, kick in doors. All these little wicked Eves that's in France, they've been talking noise, man. When you introduce my see her, oh, man, she look good. Hey, the whole squad run through her. You know, they see a child, you know, put one in the father, take out the parents and take the child, and the child getting tossed around the whole platoon and squad. Like, that's the type of judgment that we're looking at that's on the horizon. That's to say, all these people been scoffing. Oh, y'all been talking about this happening. Ain't nothing happening. Psh, wait, watch. They about to do France first, do some other countries, and then they going to save the best for last, Babylon the Great. And they going to come in this sucker real hard. I mean, real hard, man. Everybody up there scoffing, talking noise, man. The Lord about to show you judgment up close and personal. When these UN troops, you know, touch ground, man. They don't come in, they going to ravage, man. They not from here. These are people from different countries. They probably don't even speak no English. So you can't bribe them and pay them off. No, they got orders. They got orders to lock this place down. They got orders to take stuff. They're going to be looting and robbing the people too. Every military does that. That's how I know this is true. The U.S. military does the same thing. All militaries do that. When they invade a place, what they call it, spoils of war, they take the women and the children and do whatever they want to do with them. And the UN is no different, man. Talking about peacekeeping. They ain't coming to keep no peace. They coming to establish order for Esau Edom so that he can enact his beast system. That's what they about. That's what they get paid to do. So all these events is happening, and it's no coincidence at all. So I'm going to keep my eye glued to France to see if the police really surrendered, and if the UN troops really touched down. Like if France do a media blackout, this is what's going on over there in France, Yasharallah. They're over there ravishing, you know, the people over there in France. In particular, you know, we got Jakes in France. You know, Paris, all of this. Jake's over there, man. They're going to get it the most harsh. You know, Esau might give him a little pass, stay in your little house. But Jake, when they see Jake, oh, man, they're going to pull Jake out. They're going to go back like the 1600s type of style. So things is about to get real, real crazy right now. And, like, for them to do it to a country like France, which is supposed to be, you know, Hasidian, full of culture, man, that shows you, man, Esau's culture is done. Like, Esau done. Now he's moving in. He's ready to lock everything down, which brings me to, let me go to this precept. Because this is what we're going into. We're going into Revelation, the 12th chapter territory. Jacob's trouble is about to commence real soon. Let's go to Revelation 12 and 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child, which means he's going to attack Israel. Esau's ready to attack Israel. He's just doing it in a very clever way. He's talking about, there's you know, instability because of the uproars of the people. The government, they rebelling against the government. I got to establish order. So they're going to bring in his UN troops. They're going to give orders to flush out Yasharallah. You know, and when they come to Babylon the Great, it's going to be Rex 84, King Alfred plan, going to be initiated, you know, because the dragon, man, he's been cast down to earth, man, which means he's coming out of power. Every day we move forward, Esau's losing power. He's losing rulership. He's losing that narrative he had, that grip. So this devil, he's getting angry because he's being cast down, you know. So you go to Revelation 12 and 12, it lets you know Shalaki, did he getting cast down because his time is short. And we know Esau's time is short. So check it out. I'm going to read Revelation 12 and 12. I'm going to bump up. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And who is that devil? Who's the physical counterpart of the devil? Esau, aka the white man. He's about to come down with great wrath. He's going to use that by what? His military, the UN troops. They're going to get active. They're going to deal harshly with the children of Israel. That's why I said, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. You know, if you're not in the heavens, because if you're in the heavens, you're going to rejoice. We loving that this event is taking place because we ready to go home. But if you're not in this truth, that means you're a part of the earth and the sea. And hey, woe to you. Because the Lord going to deliver you up to Esau. Esau going to deal with you very viciously with his military. That's what's about to happen. That's what's on the books right now, man. We're going to see places get occupied by a big-time military presence. And then, like, we would see it, but they're talking about doing a media blackout because they don't want you to know that they're going over there killing Jakes in France. They don't want the world to know that. But see, over here in this Wise Council, we already know that. Through the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shah, what they're doing to the Jakes in France. We know why they're bringing in, why the riots, all this is happening. That's so this devil got an excuse to use his military so he can, gnash on Yasharala with it, chew through them with their military, which I'm going to go to, let me pull that up, man. Let me pull that up. I didn't have that in the gun, but I want to pull that. Because this is what the devil about to do, man. He's looking for an excuse to use his military. Yeah, I could use that one. Let me get Psalms 10 and 10. And it reads, he croucheth and humbled himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Who's the strong ones? The military. Who's the poor? Yasharala. We ain't got no military. This devil got a military. He got a world military called the United Nations Peacekeepers. That's a worldwide military this devil can establish, man. And then he over talk about, see that they got the name Peacekeepers? So you think them troops coming in to, give out peace and hand out food and all that? Nah, man, they coming in to blah, blah, bang them up, bust you in the mouth, all of that. That's how they say they keep the peace. It's by creating, destruction and destroying people. That's him humbling himself, crouching. Esau like, I just want to establish the peace. I just want to make it good. I just want to establish order. Nah, man, this devil about to come in to snatch up Yasharala, man. He's looking to get the poor. That's Yasharala Israel. That's who he's looking to get. And they're going to fall by strong ones. The military, they're known as the strong ones, man. So that's what this devil about to do. We about to go to Jacob's trouble. And they're going to use as the precursor. What happens over there in France and Europe, they're going to get their numbers, see where they was weak at, what happened, and they getting it all together to, attack Babylon the Great America. Is next. Because this is going to be the hardest one they want to do. And they know it. They know it like we know it. This is going to be the hardest one to lock down. Because why? Because Babylonians have a lot of guns. They can put up a big resistance, to a military force. So they're going to need to really work their mojo to get this place locked down, which they will, because that's in the scriptures, but it's going to be hard. They're going to do a blackout over here. They're going to do an EMP strike. They had to cut these people off first, then jump on them. They can't do this like in the other countries. These Babylonians, Billy Bob and, Billy Joe, shoot, they got them guns, man. They going to bust at their government. I got to protect my country, the Constitution. Shoot, them UN troops going to have their hands full. So, with all this talking about, Jacob's trouble, the military coming, should we be scared, Yasharala? Should we be terrified at this point? Man, heck nah, we shouldn't be, man. This is the time to lock in. We getting to that last call for this word. So let's go to what we should be doing. Because really, this excites me. We in prophecy. So you shouldn't be scared. What you should be doing right now, the main thing we should be doing is locking on this word, man. Focusing straight up on this word. That, we be good. So I'm going to bring this out. This is Ecclesiastes 6, or Sirach 6 and 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinance of the Lord and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desire. So the number one thing we should be doing right now, Yashua, is reading this word, focus on the commandments, and trying to do them to the best of our abilities. Like lock in to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah at this time and meditate. He said he'll establish our heart. Because if you all trying to chase the bag and you worldly, and when the destruction hits all of a sudden, because it's going to hit all of a sudden, and you see UN troops, military presence, you going to faint. Because you're like, what am I going to do? You're going to be all that woe is me spirit. What should I do? I don't know what to do. No, man, we need to be locked in spiritually, mentally on this word. So when it hits, man, we like, okay, I already knew this was about to happen. Okay, I'm about to be quiet. I'm going to move like this. We're going to be thinking about commandments. precepts in our head. 'Cause we might get separated from our word, our Bible. We might have to run up out our house, leave our phone, leave our Bibles, and then the only thing gonna be left is that we're gonna have to memorize these scriptures. Certain scriptures, that's why I say you got to do this continuously. That's why I said that on the thing, it said continually meditate. Meditate means to focus, to constantly do it. That way, the precepts is in us. The word is in us. Kingdom of heaven is in us. That way, you take the Bible away from me, I'm still, in the truth. I still know what I need to do. I still know what my Lord requires. That's why that's the number one thing you should be doing right now. Get all the truth you can. Because in a minute, the famine of the word going to take place. They've been talking about that for a minute. They're passing laws. I think they passed one in Michigan, which, Lord, we'll probably do another lesson on that. They passed a law in Michigan to kind of do away with freedom of speech and the Bible at the same time. Because the law backs up the alphabet agenda. So famine of the word can go out real soon. So with that being said, get this truth, man. With all that getting, get understanding. Get it in as much as you can. Because, it's about to get real quick, man. We about maybe a year or two off. I ain't just trying to put a time limit on it, but I'm just measuring the time diligently. Because it can be sooner than that. It's looking like this devil, he about to rolling in right now. Like, he ain't got time to wait. So with that being said, we don't need to be waiting and tarrying to get this truth. Get it while you can, especially if you new. Get all you can get. Because in a minute, it's about to be taken away. And the Lord, after that, he going to bring all hell. He going to unleash hell, using these military troops. So I'm going to go with this right here. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 13:4. And it kind of backs up what we just read in Ecclesiasticus. This is Deuteronomy 13:4. Ye shall walk after the Lord your Yahweh and fear him and keep his commandments and obey his voice. And you shall serve him and cleave unto him. So right now we need to cleave unto the Lord as best we can. And how do we do that? They just told us. Keeping the commandments. You need to read the commandments. Follow them to the best of your abilities. Do what the Lord requires. That's how you show love to the Lord. It's by keeping the commandments. Plain church Christianity tell you the laws and commandments done away with, and that's a lie. That's a straight lie. You can go to Romans 3:31 and tell you that's a lie. So how we cleave unto the Lord, show love to the Lord, and abide with the Lord is by doing what? He just told us. Keep the commandments. Walk after the Lord, man. The Lord will preserve you. So the best thing you do is, man, do your best to get in the good graces of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's the number one thing you should be doing right now. All that other stuff don't matter, man. It's for the birds. Who gives a damn about being a rap star or getting the bag or trying to be something in the society, getting your status up, man? That's all for the birds. Only thing matters right now is getting right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's the number one goal right now. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary. We need salvation, man. We need protection. And there's only one way we're going to get it is through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So we got to do what the Lord commanded us to do. And I'm going to hit this too, because this is going to hit it on the point. Let's go back to Ecclesiasticus. Because it's about to get real, Yasharallah. That's why I'm putting this exhortation out, man. Things is about to get real, and we need to be built up so we don't, do what this precept about to say, So this is Ecclesiasticus of Sirach 24:24. Faint not to be strong in the Lord, that he may confirm you. Cleave unto him, for the Lord Almighty Yahweh alone, and besides him, there is no other Savior. So you peep that, man. Say, faint not. Get all this truth. That way, when disaster strikes, all hell breaking loose, we're not going to be, oh my God, fainting and falling out and crying and, begging the troops to, give us shelter. We ain't going to be doing none of that. Nah, we're going to be moving like, moving like men, moving silent, moving like ninjas, man, quiet. Not trying to, go to no military force and be like, I need help. No, man, they ain't not there to help us. They're there to destroy us. And that's why I say cleave unto the Lord. Because besides him, there's no other Savior. The Lord going to have to get us up out of this, man. The Lord going to have to do it. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We need Yahweh Shai. We need Yahweh. We need them. You can't get Yahweh without getting Yahweh Shai. So we look to Yahushua first, and Yahushua will deliver us to Yahweh. That's the order right there. And he said, cleave unto him, man. I'm cleaving to Yahushua like my life depends on it, because it does. You know, so I'm cleaving hard. Yahshua, like with all my might. Every day I'm looking. I'm always, cooking in the spirit every single day, putting up prayers, doing everything I need to do to please my Lord, to put myself in a good lot. So when all hell break loose, I ain't got to be like, man, did I do enough? I ain't got to doubt my position, man. I be like, man, I did all I could do. I did the most. I served the Lord. I did, and I feel good about my lot. So I'm not going to be, when all hell break loose, doubt myself and maybe I should have did this. Nah, I'm be like, man, I did all I could do. So now it's up to the Lord, and see if I'm in the good graces, to see if I'm part of the hopeful elect, to see if I'm going to get saved. Like, now it's time to apply it. Now it's time to see, do I got that favor? There's only one way to find out, man. That's through Jacob's trouble, that fire. The fire, it's going to be that fiery adversity that he going to put us all in, the testers. We got to pass the test. So while you want to pass the test, man, study as much as you can. That's why the scripture says, study, show yourself approved. Man, then not only study, man, start applying it to your life. Do the commandments best of your abilities, man. Live holy. Live righteous. That pleases the Lord. If you keep doing that, the Lord might be like, you know what? He or she showed trying their best, man. I'm gonna go and preserve them, put them in the kingdom. I can build a kingdom off of them. I can do that. So that's what we gotta do. We gotta make ourselves acceptable to the Lord. Because the Lord is about to bring the ruckus, man. These scoffers, non-believers, hey, these heathens, they about to get messed up. I mean, the Lord, man, the way I see this, y'all, the Lord is about to bring it. I mean, everything. I can see the robot troops getting activated, super troops. Like, this thing about to be crazy. So with this last little bit of liberty, get this truth, man. Don't nothing else matter. Cancel all that other mess. Get it out the way and get this truth. So I'm going to keep an eye on that situation in France. If they do a media blackout in France, we already know what they doing, y'all. Charlotte, we know the situation. We know what's happening. That means that was all true. The police done gave up. The UN troops are getting busy. And they don't want nobody to see that. And that just shows, hey, all these other countries, you're next. We're going to do you the same way. So that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say, Kwan Yashar Allah, detailed by Bob. Shalom.